Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Anywhere you are watching WYTV, you're welcome to Trend on WYTV. This is where we talk about the trending news all around town. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. And you know I will do it on this show. This is where we bring in news, updates, talking about the trending news, not just news, the ones that are trending. Alright, the sponsor for this show is still Nokba Abbas, and you can as well be one of our sponsors. You can text us or you can call the number you're seeing on the screen, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Alright, today, the first trending news on my front today is about this fans, Super Eagles fans that lost their lives on Wednesday, talking about the clash between the Bafana Bafanas of South Africa and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. At least no fewer than 4 persons died Wednesday night while watching the semi-final match, of which the Super Eagles of Nigeria triumphed, because now people were saying if Super Eagles didn't win that day, what could have happened? And we won, and people died. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria yesterday did something very great. They had to, do a mini silence for the deceased, and they made it known that they are going to win this trophy. They are ready to win the AFCON title just for the people that died during the time they were having the semi-final clash against the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. So this is said by the Super Eagles team yesterday after they tried to do a mini silence for the deceased. Talking about the people that died during the match. This man from Cote d'Ivoire, this man died on the pitch, on the pitch of the football match. So now there is another core member that died in Kaduna, and we have another man in the eastern part of Nigeria. That are going to 4 people that died during the process. It was just an heavy loss to Nigeria. Now the Super Eagles is trying to say, okay, because of this, we are ready to fight and win the title for you guys. So anywhere you are, you will be smiling that at least you didn't die in vain. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we are counting on you players. You've been trying since the beginning of this competition, and you've lost nothing. You've lost no match till the final. So we want you to win this title for us. It's going to be the 4th time the Super Eagles will win the AFCON title if they could lift the trophy up. And the Cote d'Ivoire team, the Ivory Coast team are really, trying to say different things, trying to warn Nigerians to be careful of the final, because they are ready to get the title, because they are the host and the cup belongs to them. But then the Super Eagles said, no, we are going to fight and win for the deceased fans that lost their life during the clash in the semi-final. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Lest I forget, there was a news that we got across today that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, from the Minister of Sport, John Eno, made it known that the Super Eagles need Nigerian support financially. They said they can actually call the team's manager to get through the Super Eagles. If you want to support the Super Eagles, you can actually get to the team manager, Super Eagles manager, and he's going to tell you how to go about it. Well, let's move on. Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, has directed release of 42,000 metric tons of grains just to relieve the tension of high food price in Nigeria. I don't know. Is this going to be the best for the president to do for the citizens of Nigeria? Because now you're releasing these grains. You have these grains in store, and that you've released these things when we're shouting about the subsidy that you said you want to give federal workers at 35,000 naira and all. If you have think of doing all those things when you remove the subsidy immediately you got to the office, I think things would have been better than this. It's getting worse. But today, the president made it known that they are going to give out 42,000 metric tons of grains. And the first one is that the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has been directed to release about 42,000 metric tons of maize, millet, gari, and other commodities in their strategic reserve, so that these items will be made available for Nigerians. Now, when I saw this news, I was happy. Yes, because I felt it's going to be a free thing, they're just going to be sharing it for people, but they lie. They are just bringing it to the market to sell. Federal government is not giving this out for free. It is for sale. But I don't think this could actually make Nigerians to bring down the price of rice, which is 72,000 or 73,000 as of today. This is too much. You know, why will I use almost 70-something thousand to get a bag of rice? And I pity people that doesn't even have gas in their house, that they go out to eat in canteens, all these canteens that sells food. How do they manage to sell rice? Because now I know people cannot buy rice of 100 naira again. People cannot sell rice of 200 naira again. Some people say their rice starts from 500 naira upward, just to meet up with the target, just to meet up with what they are buying. It is getting worse. Nigerians cannot eat what they like. They eat what they see. This time around, it's not what you like, you eat. You eat what you see. Yes. Someone was telling me he preferred to eat fruits these days, that we should kuku turn to vegetarians in Nigeria. We should stop eating, disturbing ourselves. It is when you eat rice, you'll be thinking of taking meat or fish. If rice no dey, if na pawpaw you fit chop pawpaw. If na orange you fit drink. And all these fruits, they are costly too. It's not like they are cheap. But then, you know, we have most of us have them in our compounds and in our street that we can just go there, pluck and all. And even people that has all these trees in their farm, they don't give it out for free again. They sell fruits now. It's a business in Nigeria. Everything is now business. So, Mr. President, I don't think this will ease the food scarcity in Nigeria. It's getting too much. And then the second thing is, after that, the second one is that we have held meetings with the Rice Millers Association of Nigeria, and they told us they can guarantee about 60,000 metric tons of rice. Fine. If that's going to curb it, fine, we agree. But then, sir, they need to bring down the price. You see, and how can we do this? Add to the minimum wage. It's very simple. Let the minimum wage, let it come up. At least, change the amount you are paying. The salary is just too small for us to imagine. A core member collecting 33,000 naira. And they are selling one plastic of rice now. I think 2,500 or something. Just one rubber of rice, 2,500. I beg. You go still cook am, you go fill gas, you go buy pepper, you go buy this. Before you could cook, like you want to cook in your house, you have at least 6,000 naira to enjoy just for a day. Why? This hardship is too much. Mr. President, please, you can do better. We know that you're actually trying. At least you met some loopholes, but then, please, try to do something about this hardship. It's too much. You see, one of the main thing a nation has to be careful of is hunger. Hunger won't kill us for Nigeria. Now everybody they face them. I'm facing it. You're facing it. I know the politicians. I know they are not really facing it because they are seeing money anyhow and they are spending it anyhow. But we the masses is crying, and that's why you see people protesting up and down in different states. Because they can no longer cope with this current situation of Nigeria. Mr. President, we are calling on you. Please do something about the hardship. It's getting too much. And why do we have all these religious leaders? I don't know why. They could not say the truth. They cannot come out to the pulpit. All these are Muslim and Christian religious leaders. Where are they? You cannot say the truth. You cannot call the president to order. We are following you. We are your followers. And anything you say, at least you can be our own mouthpiece to the president. NLC, they are not doing anything. They are just warning the presidency. They are going on strike. They are doing this. They are part of them. We don't trust you anymore. Mr. President is getting too much. I think you can do better than this metric tons and rice and all. Now just mouth you go use talk and we know they see anything. It's not working. You know the best thing to do. You know what to do. With due respect, sir, I think they are giving the ultimatum of 7 days. No, we are just giving you for today till Monday. I beg, chase something for us. Nigeria is a good. Look at our players doing well there in AFCON. We are celebrating. That's the only thing that is giving us joy in Nigeria. Football. Imagine. We don't even care if you eat. We still support the Super Eagles because of the love we have for this nation. So, Mr. President, please do something about this hardship. Then the next one we want to talk about is a group of youths today staged peaceful protest in Oshogbo, that's Osun State, decrying the rising cost of living in Nigeria. It's getting too much. I say in Lagos, Nigeria, a room, just a single room. You rent a single room, 300,000 naira per annum. This is too much. 300,000 naira just for a single room, whereby you go and bathe outside, you use your toilet outside, and you're paying 300,000 naira for that apartment. Imagine a self-container in Lagos is up to like 600,000 naira. Why? It's getting too much. As of today, the dollar is getting closer to 1,500 naira per dollar. This is too much, Mr. President. You can do better. Well, the protesters who wielded placards with inscriptions such as "Change the unfavorable policies. Nigerians are suffering and we can't cope again." Different things written on placards in Osun State today, and it's a peaceful protest. So I believe, Mr. President, you're seeing this every day. Since last week, there are lot of protests all around the nation, that people trying to tell the presidency what they want, trying to tell the federal government what they really need. The suffering is too much. We are suffering. Then the last one I want to talk about is these police students that lost their lives due to the fact that they put generator behind their window and they slept off. According to the news, there are 3 in numbers, but 2 lost their lives, and the other one was being rushed to the hospital. Thank God she was safe. But then the other 2, they lost their lives. Why? Because you see, you need to know something. This film that is coming out of the generator is poisonous to human health. We have to be careful of where we put our most especially students, and that's the reason why I see nothing working in this country. Because if you check, there are different houses that they build in, most especially in school environment, just because of the money they want to make. They won't give space in the compound, and students need to have their own generators too. And I don't blame them, because I blame the federal government. If there is a electricity supply in Nigeria, if there is good electricity supply, at least it will ease the use of generator. Do you know how much fuel for gen is taken from our pockets in Nigeria? But then that's not even the case. No matter what condition you are, you have to just abide. You have to just be calm with it, because now everybody has generator. But this is it. If you want to use gen, you can actually try and find somewhere far to your room, somewhere far to where you are sleeping. Put your gen there, because the fume out of generator is actually poisonous to human health. And this is what actually killed these students. Well, 2 students of Kogi State Polytechnic, Lokoja, have died after inhaling fumes from a power generating set placed close to the window of their apartment overnight. So the more they sniffed the fume and inhaled it, the more it became poisonous to their body. So that was what actually killed them. Well, according to him, the generating set was placed close to the window of the victims. They slept off and died before daybreak. Hey, God, I beg you. I'm just telling you now. You know, most of the death cases that we have is just like we doing ourselves. They don't need to tell you that this thing, and you are students. As a student, you need to learn every day. Although it may be a mistake, but then I think people will learn from this. Always avoid putting generator by the window side. It's not good. The fume will actually come in, and before you know it, well, this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on X, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at Wisdom Yarn Online Television. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Ido on Wisdom Yarn Television. We'll see you again next time on Trends. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.